So we begin our series on biases and fallacies and how they affect the mental model. We're going to start with one of the most powerful and one of the most dangerous thinking errors in human decision making. We call it confirmation bias. So part one, confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, notice, and believe only the information that supports what we already think, while quietly ignoring or dismissing information and facts that challenge what we had already believed. In simple terms, the mind will become a lawyer for its existing beliefs, trying to advocate and insist, while in normal circumstances it should have been a judge just weighing all the evidences. And the dangerous part of this is that it does not feel like bias. It feels like careful thinking, just being thoughtful. Now let's look at how it shows up in real life, especially in business and in relationship. So in business, a founder may fall in love with a product idea. They then begin collecting only the feedback that confirms their belief that the idea will succeed. Positive comments are amplified. Negative feedback is explained away as people not understanding the vision. Months later, money has been pumped in, spent, time has been invested, and the market still refuses to respond because you are just being biased. Now, the founder did not lack intelligence. The founder did not lack idea. They lack exposure to disconfirming evidence. They protected what they believed. In relationship, the same way, confirmation bias is just as powerful. Once someone forms an opinion about a partner, a colleague, or a friend, every action begins to reinforce that narrative. If you believe someone is unreliable, every mistake is amplified. It becomes a proof it's unreliable. If you believe someone is trustworthy, even warning signs are neglected, often ignored. The point is, the mind selects the evidence that protects a story, that protects what he believes. So how do you correct confirmation bias? The first step is very simple but uncomfortable. Deliberately search for information that is anti what you are thinking, that proves you wrong. When you make a business decision, ask, what evidence would convince me that this idea is flawed? What could be the negative evidence? What can be the opposite? If you've not read the Six Thinking Hat, try and do. In relationships, ask, is there another explanation for this person's behavior? A second practice is to invite disagreement for people who have nothing to gain from agreeing with you or disagreeing with you. Honest dissent protects your judgment. Slow down your conclusion. Most bad decisions happen when certainty arrives too early. Confirmation bias is not something we can easily eliminate completely. But when you learn to notice it, when you begin to think more clearly, when you become to be a little doubtful about what you believe and what you think, you can avoid costly mistakes in relationships and in life. And that's the real value of understanding bias. See you in this confirming bias.